Hi, so today what we're going to do is look at how to set up a cross tab for your assignment. So when you first get into Simmons, this is the screen that you're most likely to see, and this is a 2.0 version. However, for your assignment, I want you to use the 1.0 version. That is the version that has the information that your professor would like you to use for this assignment. So you'll see up here at the top on the purple button, just launch 1.0. Go ahead and click that, and it'll take you over to this screen. If this box pops up, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and exit out, close it. We don't need to worry about that box. Um, if this is the box you see when you open up Simmons, or the screen you see, then perfect, you're in the right place. Now, the very first thing that you have to do, and this is extremely important, is over here underneath the study, and this is the study or the survey that we're looking at. We need to change this so that we're looking at the 2021 survey. So open up this box, choose the MRI-Simmons USA tab, and open up that. And then instead of the 2022 that it's defaulting to, choose the 2021 spring survey. Now you'll see we have the 2021 survey. This is extremely important. You have to choose that 2021 survey because this survey has the brand catalyst that your professor is asking you to use. If you do not find a brand catalyst um, in your search, it's most likely because you are not using the 2021 survey. So check on that. So in order to get started, we can go ahead and type in a search term of our brand or our brand substitute. I am going to type in Patagonia, hit enter, and this shows me which categories Patagonia comes in. And here it is in brand catalyst. So that is the one I'm going to choose. You can see there's a subcategory for apparel because that's what it is. And then they've divided it out into both men's clothing and women's clothing. Now, we don't care for Patagonia whether they're purchasing men's or women's clothing. So we want to make sure that we choose both men's and women's clothing. So when I open up men's clothing, I see the question here, brand consumer, and because I only asked for Patagonia, that's the only one showing. So I'm going to click on this answer and I'm going to drag it down here to my combination box. This is where I can put separate answers together. And now, since I have men's down here, I'm going to say men's, or because I'd also like to add the women's in there. So I'm going to go back up here and change from men's to women's. So I'm going to highlight brand consumer for women and then choose this answer and drag it down here. So now we have men's or women. People who either bought men's Patagonia or people who bought women's Patagonia. Once I have that in there, I can go over here. Do I want to add it to my column or do I want to add this to my row? I want to add this to my column, so I simply click on that box, and now it's over here in my column. I'm done with that, so I'm going to close out this search. The next thing you want to do is look at some psychographics for this user. I'm going to scroll down and I see psychographics, so you can open up the psychographics category. And there are all kinds of options in here, but what you are looking for is anything that has attitudes, fashion and style attitudes, finance attitudes, food attitudes, general attitudes, all kinds of options. But I'm going to scroll down and look at the shopping attitudes. I'm going to open up the shopping attitudes, and when I do that, you will see individual statements that your consumers would most likely agree or disagree with. So when you go through these, you can read them and then you can decide, would my consumer most likely agree with this statement? So you can read through those and decide which ones you like. So, for example, when I'm reading through these, um, it's important to buy the brand I like regardless of price. So, if you think you have very loyal consumers, this may be a statement that you're interested in, and you may believe that your consumers would agree with this statement. If so, you can go up here and choose any agree, which is what I would encourage you to do rather than agree completely or agree somewhat, simply because those are relative statements and we would just go with any agree. So you can highlight that, pull that over to your row and add that in there. Um, and you can add as many as you would like. I believe you need at least 2, 3, 4 maybe for your assignment. But honestly, you can add as many or as few as you like. I'm going to find one more. Um, this one, a company's environmental record is important to me in my purchasing decisions. I like that one. I'm going to choose any agree. I think my consumers would agree with that as well. So I'm going to also pull that one over here. Once you have as many statements as you would like, you can run the crosstab by clicking the arrow in the upper right hand screen. And here are our results. Now, your results are coming in this big chart over here. What you are looking for is going to be over here in the second column, not in the total column, the column where we put people who purchased Patagonia products, men's or women's Patagonia products. So this statement is important to buy the brand I like regardless of price, and this statement is a company's environmental record is important to me in my purchasing decisions. The columns that you're going to look for are the vertical columns. So we can say of all people who purchased Patagonia, 36.7% of them agreed with the statement, it's important to me to buy the brand I like regardless of price. And 52% of them agreed with the statement, a company's environmental record is important to me in my purchasing decisions. Now, over here in the index number is a probability number. It isn't an actual number like your vertical number is. So the index, the base number is 100. So anything above 100 means this group is more likely to do or agree with this statement. And anything under 100 means that this group is less likely than the general public to do this thing or agree with this statement. So that also comes with the caveat that it has to be statistically relevant. And we are saying statistically relevant is 15 points. So anything that is 15 points above or 15 points below 100. So we can see that this statement, it is important to buy the brand I like regardless of price. They are neither more nor less likely than the general public to agree with that statement. However, they are 25% more likely than the general public to agree with this statement that a company's environmental record is important to them in purchasing decisions. So that's an important thing to Patagonia consumers. So that's how you can read your results. If you'd like to export your results, you can do that over on the left-hand side. Drop down your export tab and you can export to Excel. To get back to your results, if you click up here under Dictionary, that'll take you back to the original crosstab where you can edit whatever you like or erase everything in your rows, in your columns, and start over. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact Peggy Smith in the Business Library. Otherwise, good luck on your assignment.